Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to homework 9.1, mean, median, mode, and range. Practice homework due tomorrow. So first thing you always want to do with the data set when you're trying to calculate mean, median, mode, and range is order them from least to greatest. So in problem number 1, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say 16 first, 17. Notice how I cross them off as I go. That way I know I've used them. 18 appears twice. Then I got 21. 24 twice, and then 29, right? So for your mean, you're going to write this on your paper. It means to, you're going to add up.
Good morning, Mr. Clayton and Cantrell.
And divide by how many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers, right? So you're going to want a calculator, but when you do that addition, you're going to get a subtotal of 167 divided by 8, and that's going to give you a decimal of 20.875. Right? So I should see that work when you're trying to calculate the mean, writing what you're going to do, how much you're going to divide by, and then that actual work. I know you get a calculator to get your total and division, but we still want to show the work. Your median, let's write this list again down here. And then we can start crossing off one by one. So you start at the beginning and you say, okay, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Notice if I do 4, 4, both of those cross off. So I'm left with both of these together. And so for the median, you'll say 18 plus 21 and divide it by 2 to figure out what the middle is. And that's 19.5. So that's your median, 19.5. You have two modes because two numbers appear twice. That is 18, mode of 18, and 24. Because those both occur the most. And then your range, you're going to show your calculation. You're going to just do the end number, the largest value, 29, minus the beginning number, the smallest value of 16. So again, you get you your answer of 13. So just to start off number 2, right? Let's order it together. 49, 68, so let's cross those off. 75 twice, right? Then 84, 87, and 89, right? So again, your mean, you're going to write this out. You're going to say add up and divide by how many numbers this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. 7, right? So you're going to get a subtotal, add that up, and divide it by 7. For your median, again, you're going to write out your list again. And once you have that done, again, you're just going to take it one by one. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Notice this time there's only 1 left in the middle, so you don't have to do any additional work. So obviously that's your median. Your mode is the one that occurs the most. Obviously that's 75. Your range you can figure out by doing your largest minus your smallest, right? So you need to finish the math for the mean and the range, but I just want to make sure you're aware of how to show work. All right. For number 3, again, let's order them. 38, 39. 44, 47, 55, 56, 63, 64, and 66. All right, so for the mean this time, you're going to say add up and divide by. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So hopefully that also can encourage you a little bit on the median. If you have an odd number, you're always going to have 1 left over. If you have an even amount of numbers in your data set, then you're going to have to do that thing where you add the 2 middle numbers and divide by 2. But let's quickly do the median here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So 55 is your median left over. Oh, sorry, let's quickly do the mean too. So we add all these numbers up. We should get 472. We divide by 9. We get 52 52.4 like repeated. So we can just say 52.4. You can round your numbers if you need to. The mode, there's not a single number that occurs more than once, so there is no mode. And your range is very easy. It's just the last number in your data set, 66, your largest, minus your first number, 38. And that equals 28. Right? So you should have all this work shown for those 3 problems, right? Part B, we got some word problems. It says Cassandra's candles sold for the following number of candles over the last 6 days, 25, 48, 25, 33, 57, 50. What's the average number of candles sold each day? That's easy. You know, we got 6 days. These are our numbers. Average means a different word for mean, which we're going to add up and divide by 6, right? You might get a decimal. I'm going to let you do that on your own, right? Show the work here. Brian was comparison shopping for DVD players. He decided he wanted to purchase a DVD player that was the middle of the price range. So middle of the price range, that's the median, right? And how are we going to do that? We're going to order from least to greatest and find the middle. Right? So I'll get you started off. Looks like $35.99 followed by $59.99 followed by $79.99. Sorry, I should be crossing these off. Goodbye. 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 Followed by $84.99 followed by $109.99 followed by $159.99 and then obviously $219.99. All right, so then you find the middle, right? Obviously put your answer on the answer line. Backside, we're going to get a little algebra here going. So it says Chad recently launched a new website. In the past 6 days, he's had the following number of hits. There's your data points. He's hoping to have an average of 40 at the end of the week. To achieve this, how many hits does he have to have in the final day? So notice he's got 6 days, those 6 numbers, but he wants an average of 40, and he's got a final day in mind. So basically we're going to set something up like this. First we're going to find a subtotal, right? We're going to add all those numbers together. Those equal 242 plus that last day, which we don't know what he's going to get, divided by 7 is equal to his desired average. So let's actually label this out. So this is his subtotal that you would find by adding all this stuff together right there. Right? These are the days in the week. Right? He's got 6 days that he's done, but he's also got a final day, so that's why that's 7. And then this is his desired average, right? So let's go ahead and solve this. We got 242 plus x over 7 equals 40. Sorry, that should be a 7. Right? How do we do this? We know how to do this. I start by multiplying by 7 on both sides. That cancels those guys out. So I get 242 plus x equals 280. Then I add a negative 242. And I get my answer. X is equal to 38. So 38 hits, right? Teams scored the following number of runs in their season. Those are their, if they want to end the season with an average of 6 runs per game, how many runs much they score, right? So first of all, again, it's average. So we're going to add up and divide by how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but they got a final game. So divide by not 11, but by 12. Okay, so subtotal here, that's adding all those guys up. That gets you 68 plus their final game. Remember there were 12 games, is equal to hopefully their average of 6 runs per game. So Again, where did I get these numbers? 68, that was my subtotal. I added all those numbers, it runs up. 12, that's the number of games they played, right? The 11 games that we see plus the final game of the season, and 6 is hopefully the desired average, okay? This is exactly like number 3, so I'm going to let you solve it like I did in number 3. All right, and finally, number 5, you got these huge data sets. Joe and Bill were competing against each other to see who could collect the most bottle caps. If Joe averaged 320 and Bill averaged 340, what did each one collect in December if they collected the following amount? So again, there's December. That's the one we don't know. So we're going to find a subtotal for each. Right? We're going to add all these up. I'm going to help you out by doing some of that addition. And so this subtotal is 3,609 when you add all those numbers together, plus X over how many months? Well, it did it for 11 months and then this last month. So 12 is equal to Joe's average was 320, so equal to 320. And then for Bill, you're going to again find that subtotal. That's 3,876 plus X, because there's one more month for 12 months. And his average was 340, so 340. So again, let's just go ahead and label these. This was, again, how do we get that number? That was our subtotal. This is the amount of months they do it. And this is the desired average. Same thing, subtotal, amount of months, and desired average, right? I'll solve Joe, you'll solve Bill. So for Joe, we'll say 3,609 plus X over 12 equals 320. So we'll say times 12 times 12. Those get canceled out. 3,609 plus X equals 320 times 12 is 3,840. So plus a negative. Plus a negative. So X is equal to 231. So that's for Joe. He'd need to collect 231 to keep an average of 320. You solve for Bill. All right. Any questions? Give me a call.